We'll never be in this position again. We'll get domestic supply up and going. We'll go with true entrepreneurs that want to open up companies. We'll also go with existing companies that want to open up factories here in Ontario and supply not just Ontario, but the rest of the country.
You've heard him say it several times now. Ontario Premier Doug Ford saying we won't be put in this situation again when it comes to obtaining personal protective equipment. Premier Ford wants to ramp up Ontario's manufacturing capability, but how does he do that and favor Ontario companies, as he keeps saying he will after this pandemic, without violating trade agreements, be it with the United States or with China? Ontario may not have signed them, but as a province within Canada, we are a party to them. I put that question to the Premier, asking, where are you going to be able to do this?
Well, I always respect trade agreements, and I'm a big free trader, but when it comes to crisis and pandemics like this, we'll never be in this position again.
Ford was short on detail during his news conference, but his office tells me they are looking at all kinds of situations to make Ontario more attractive for manufacturers after this, including slashing regulations, getting back to an electrical system and pricing grid that favors industry, that creates jobs. That's something that was part of Ontario's industrial policy for about a century under governments of all stripes, and it disappeared over the last several decades as we moved to punishing people that used electricity rather than giving a break to those who would put 100, 200, 1,000 or more people to work in a factory. So those are the types of things that they're going to be doing. Will we be able to actually say, though, that Ontario will pay more and buy from Ontario manufacturers first? Well, insiders tell me that it will depend on what the product is, and it's not something we'll be able to do on every front. But when it comes to personal protective equipment, the feeling is that after this pandemic, few jurisdictions will mount legal or trade challenges to any jurisdiction that says, I'm putting my people and my manufacturers first to make sure that we don't run out the next time a pandemic comes knocking.